Hello friends, in this video I'll be discussing an algorithm known as sieve of Eratosthenes. So this algorithm is used to find the prime number in a given range. So probably there will be an input value say 20 and we need to find like how many prime numbers are there between 1 and 20. So we need to print those prime numbers which are there between 1 and 20, and prime number is a number which is divisible by 1 and itself. Okay, so basically there are no other factors except 1 and itself. Okay, so this algorithm sieve of Eratosthenes solves this problem in logarithmic time complexity. But suppose if we are not using this algorithm, the naive approach will be to use check prime function. Like we'll be creating our own user defined function, and the task of that function will be to check whether a given value is prime or not. So we'll be creating a for loop which will move from 2 to 20, and while moving from 2 to 20 at each value of I, it will call for check prime function. So if check prime function is true, then it will print the value. Okay, so basically this check prime function time complexity at worst case will be linear time complexity, and we are moving from 2 to 20. So in total the time complexity will be O of n square. Now using sieve of Eratosthenes we can solve it in logarithmic time complexity. There are certain steps which we need to follow while solving this problem. So initially we'll be creating an array of size 20, which is the given value, and initialize it with true value. Okay, so we know that 0 and 1 is not a prime number, so we'll be initializing it with false, and rest from 2 to 20 we will be initializing it with true. So this is the initial setup. Now the next step is to create a for loop and move from 2 to 20. So while moving from 2 to 20, we need to check whether the value inside the index is true or not. So if the value inside the index is true, then we can go for the multiples of that value, and inside that we can fill it with false. So suppose the value at index 2 is true. So if the value at index 2 is true, then what are the multiples of 2? The multiples of 2 are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So we are going to fill those multiple of 2's with false. So this will be false, false, false. This one also will be false. So all the multiples of 2 will be false in the first iteration. Okay. Now we have completed with this value 2. Now the next is 3. Now we will be checking whether the value at index 3 is true or not. So yes, the value at index 3 is true. So if it is true, then we can go for the multiples of 3 and initialize it with false. So what are the multiples of 3? The multiples of 3 are 6, which is already false, 9, so we need to make it false, 12, it's already false, 15, we need to make this as false, 18 is already false. So after completing 2 and 3, we need to search for the next value. So the next is 4, but the value at index 4 is false. So we'll not do anything, we'll ignore this. Now the next is 5. So the value at index 5 is true. So if we encounter any true value, then we are going to check for the multiple of that value and we are going to fill it with false. So right now in index 5 the value is true. So the multiples of 5 are 10, 15, and 20. So we are going to make 10, 15, and 20 as false. Okay, it's already false, so we'll ignore. Then we'll move to 6. So the value at index 6 is false. We'll ignore this. Now we'll move to 7. The value at index 7 is true. So if the value at index 7 is true, what we can do? We can go for multiple of 7 and initialize it with false. So multiple of 7 is 14. So it's already false. Then 21. Okay, 21 is not there. Now we'll go to 8. It's already false. We'll ignore it. Again 9. It's already false. 10 is already false. 11. So value at index 11 is true. So it means that we'll need to move to multiple of 11. So multiple of 11 is 22. It's not there. So we'll ignore. Now 12. It's already false. 13. So the value at index 13 is true. Now we'll search for the multiple of 13, which is 26, and it's not there because our input value is still 20. So we'll move to 14. It's already false. 15 already false. 16 is false. 17. So it's true. So if we acquired two true value, then we need to go to the multiple of that value and we need to make it false. But the multiple of 17 is 24, sorry, 34, and it's not there in the array. Now we'll go to 18, it's false. 19, it's true. So if it's true, we need to go to multiple of 19, that is 38, which is not there. So finally at the end, what we can do, we can iterate the updated array, and we can add a condition that if the value at any index is true, it means that value will be the prime number. So probably the values which are true, like index 2, the value is true, this will be the part of answer. This also will be the part of answer. So 2, 3, 5, it's part of answer. 7 is also part of answer. 8, 9, 10 is not a part of answer because it's false. So probably all the index having value true will be the final answer, like will be the prime numbers which are there between 1 to 20. Okay, so this algorithm works in logarithmic time complexity. The time complexity for this algorithm is O of n log of log n. So this is the time complexity for this algorithm. Okay, now we'll check for the code. So its code is quite simple. Like I have made a main function, and inside this I'll be taking a value from the user and I'll be calling a user defined function known as sieve. So step 1 was to initialize an array with true value. Okay. Now the next step is to move from 2 to n. While moving, we'll be checking if the value at index is true, then we will jump to its multiple and we will initialize it with false. And at the end, like after completion of this for loop, after completion of this for loop, we will be having our updated prime array, and at the end we will be traversing that updated prime array, and the value, if it is true, that value will be the part of our answer. Okay, so this is simple sieve function, and the time complexity is logarithmic time complexity. So if I execute this, and if I give input as 20, so the output is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. Okay, so if we solve it using simple prime function, then it will take O of n squared, but using sieve of Eratosthenes algorithm, the time complexity